Finally, a content-based platform, a tech revolution, a global media marketplace exclusively linking creators of content and consumers across the earth. This digital platform provides a marketplace where creators can connect with useful contacts and other creators, collaborators, experts, influencers, publishers, producers, project developers, providers, media, promoters, presenters, agents, distributors, libraries, retail sellers, and consumers in ways unimagined before. The MeBook Meta team is inviting you to be among the first users on an ambitious site that continues to innovate even as you are reading. The website app is the brainchild of CEO and founder Marcus McGee, whose ambition is to make it easier for creators to share work, to find other creators and professionals for collaboration, to discover providers and services, to pitch themselves to a greater community, and to ask for the things they need. The work categories available on MeBook Meta currently include author, writer, music, sound, audio, music, video, and film, television, media news. But we are already working to add visual arts, graphics, performing arts, technology, education, libraries, and publishing promotion. Our upcoming language expansion will include Spanish, French, German, Italian, Chinese, and Japanese, with other languages to follow. Our enhanced subscription will integrate artificial intelligence. Yo, what is up? It's after 11 o'clock at night. Yeah. Your boy went to the 7:30 showing of Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. The first three movies, lightning in a bottle, spectacle, magic, journey, adventure, charming, all of those things. I am not like everybody else. I enjoy Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. It's not a bad movie. I don't understand the hate it gets. I've only heard about the hate in the last 6 years since I've been on YouTube. YouTube is a strange universe. Outside in the real world, everybody liked the movie and the tickets sales says the movie was successful. So I don't get caught up in the vitriol hate towards that movie on YouTube. YouTube is a small piece in a corner of the universe for a lot of people who hate themselves and want to talk about everything else. This movie here, those that didn't like that one says this one is better. I think the action is actually better in the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull than this one. That's just my personal opinion. This movie and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull lack two things that the first three did. The magic, the spectacle. Both of them have the charm. And that's mainly because Harrison Ford always comes to play and play his role to his very best. You can't duplicate the past. The man was in his 40s back then doing Indiana Jones, and he was in incredible shape. The man's 80. What do you expect? He did a fine job. Mangold did a fine job directing. He did a good job. It's noticeable that Steven Spielberg is not behind the lens. He knows this character better than anybody, and the magic was not there. The movie looks beautiful. In fact, this movie looks better than the Crystal Skull. The Crystal Skull, it was weird. They was just now playing around with digital coming from film, and the lighting just didn't look right. It didn't look like the original Indiana Jones. This one looked a lot better. Your cast, Harrison Ford, amazing. Mads Mikkelsen, he's unforgettable as a villain. He's the worst villain out of the series. It's terrible. Phoebe Waller-Bridge is going to be decisive. She is a wondrous beauty to the eye. She is gorgeous, but she was irritating. Her little sidekick, the little preteen boy with the grown man mustache, wasn't feeling him, did not like him. Antonio Banderas was in this movie. Might as well not have been in it. His role was minimal. Wasn't a good role. This movie is a little long in the tooth. It has the least action of all of the movies. Again, like I said, Crystal Skull was better paced, had better action, and it had charm, way more than this one. It's not a bad movie. It's not a great movie. It's just an okay movie. The same with the Crystal Skull. The first three Indiana Jones films are a part of historic movies that have ever been made in cinema history. It's hard to duplicate the past. And Disney is in love with bringing things back from the dead. Them Star Wars joints, they were all too old to play them characters, man. And it showed. It showed. Harrison Ford, I know he loves this role. He had a perfect swan song. They should have never came back. They should have never. Took too long for the Crystal Skull. Another 15 years plus for this one. They should have never came back. It tarnishes the legacy. They're not dumpster fires. They're just not of the level that we expect from Indiana Jones. I mean, his biggest trait was performing action. He can't do that now. But the crowd was not into it. It was a small crowd. Here it is on a screening night. No one showed up. Place was empty. I think there was more people last week when I went to go see The Blackening. Yeah, this movie is going to flop. It cost over $300 million to make. I don't know where the money went. Maybe the first 20 minutes with the de-aging. The de-aging is amazing, but they made a bad choice. You have a young Indiana Jones with a current day Harrison Ford voice. It's old, it's gravelly. It didn't make sense. It took me out of it. He's young and looking great, but it's talking like old man Harrison Ford. I'm like, that was a bad choice. They could have did the voice reverb effect that they did with Darth Vader. And yeah, man, I'm perplexed because this is one of my favorite heroes and movie personalities of all time. When I was a kid, I wanted to be an archaeologist. I wanted to get me a hat. I had to use my belt for a bullwhip, put on my members only jacket, thinking it was a leather jacket. Love Indiana Jones. Get my mom's little purse, wear it on the side like it was a statue. In the backyard, throwing dirt and running through it like it was a cave was falling down. I'm glad he got his chance to say his goodbyes. The cameos in this movie were forced. Didn't like the cameos. I love the people, but I didn't like the cameos. It's I'll probably never watch this movie again. Damn, that's hard to say. I think I'd rather watch The Kingdom of the Crystal Skull rather than watch this one. I listen to the beginning of that Elvis song and them gophers popping out the hole any time of day over this one. This movie was the first Indiana Jones movie that was boring. And that's hard to say. And the MacGuffin, this Dial of Destiny, was the worst MacGuffin out of this entire series. It was actually pretty damn stupid. And when you see what it can do, it's even worse. Yeah. I'm hurt, man. I'm not gonna rag on this movie. It has some good moments. I was happy to hear the song wailing through the speakers. The best thing about this movie is the score and the iconic music from the original series. Harrison Ford looks great. I mean, he looks really good. There's a beginning in the film where he has his shirt off. The man is still cut, got pectorals and stomach muscles and arms. I'm like, damn, Harrison, 80 years old. Look like you can beat me in arm wrestling. You know, hey, if he's happy, then I'm happy. But Disney, you fucked up again. And you paid way too much money to have this movie made. And you're gonna lose your ass on it. And it tarnishes the legacy of Indiana Jones. Hey, with that I say, like, share, subscribe, tell all your friends, and more importantly, leave your comments down low. I'm out, y'all. I'm out. Fade to black.